And joining us now to talk more about bus safety is Fred Westbrook, president of Local 26, which represents drivers, and Sidney Bogan, the Detroit Transit Police Chief.
I'll start with you, Sidney. Now, about a year ago, I believe we reported that by now there should be 65 police officers on the city's buses, 300 cameras installed. But if we listen to the people on the rant van today, it sounds like the Wild West. Have we reached those numbers, and why aren't they effective if we have?
Well, we haven't reached all of the numbers yet. However, we are about halfway there, and I think that a lot of folks who have experienced those type of issues, as far as they're concerned, they do have merit. That's why we're there, trying to mitigate a lot of the public order issues, as well as utilizing the technology through the cameras to help us deploy more rapidly to instances of misconduct.
We mentioned at the top of this half hour in breaking news that we have learned that a suspect is now in custody, rather, for the stabbing yesterday. But is it my understanding that there was no camera on that bus? Is that correct?
That is correct. That was one of the older buses. However, our officers responded to the incident in about 4 minutes, and they were able to obtain some footage from cell phones of the witnesses at the location.
Mr. Westbrook, it's not only the passengers who are at risk in these times when it's not safe, it's also the drivers who you represent. Are you comfortable that they're moving in the right direction towards a safer bus ride?
Well, I'm very comfortable that they're moving in the right direction for a safer bus ride, especially for the drivers. DOT has bought new buses. They have put cameras on the buses, and we have transit police. But it's not adequate at this moment. They need to hire more transit police, and they need to get all the buses outfitted with cameras. That way we will really feel well protected.
Is it more than feeling protected? Do you believe that it truly does deter crime in the cases where there are officers on board and there are cameras on board?
Well, it's unfortunately that we don't have the manpower to put an officer on every bus.
Right.
But a uniformed officer on the bus deters incidents. People, if they come on the bus, the riding passengers, and they see a uniformed police officer, then they're subject not to verbally abuse the driver or physically assault the driver, or passengers,
I imagine,
for that matter.
Now, Chief Bogan, I imagine you're both on the same page on this issue. You'd both like to have more officers. I'm sure you would. Let's talk about more officers at this particular time of year when school starts, because a lot of Detroit school kids actually use DDOT to get around.
Yes, I would love to have more officers, but at this present time, we don't have the funds for it. However, through smart deployment and using the intelligence that deal with lines that are most trouble, we're able to deploy officers where they are needed. As the president said, we would like to have them on every bus, but we know that's physically impossible right now. So we're trying to do as much as we can with the resources that we have at our disposal.
Fred Westbrook, president of Local 26, and Sidney Bogan, the Detroit Transit Police Chief, we thank both of you very much, and all the drivers out there. It's not an easy job they do every day, and we thank you for what they do.
All right, still ahead.